Let me tell you about the gospel table. It doesn't take long to notice that we live in a world and a nation that divides people up and tries to separate us from age, gender, nationality, education, economic status, sexual orientation, faith, ethnicity, politics. Somewhere in the divisions and separations of our Brexit experience and the forced separation of our COVID journey, we at Truro Methodist Church began to catch God's vision for a different kind of church. The kind of church through which we can work and pray and share and live in ways that intentionally remove the barriers that separate and create a space around which we can find commonality, explore life, discover faith, and just get time with one another's stories. And somewhere in this journey, we discovered the gospel table. It's a rich scriptural image, of course. The table set with the banquet of God's kingdom, God's preferred future for humanity, where that table is complete and everybody is included. The table in Psalm 23, when in the grace of God we sit for a feast with our enemies, surely an image of the reconciliation and that the mercy of God longs to bring. Jesus tells a story about a great banquet where the high and the mighty and the posh and the privileged and the rich and the righteous were all invited to come, but they were much too busy to be bothered. And so the table was spread for those who normally got missed out, neglected, forgotten, the people at the margins. We long to set a gospel table where anyone can come, where everyone is invited, where all kinds and all sorts of people meet together to share and explore life and support and learn and listen together. The kind of place where maybe unexpectedly Jesus shows up and joins in the storytelling. A place of encounter and conversation and reflection and faith and healing and holy communion. So what does it look like? It could look like anything or anywhere where the barriers are taken away and the banquet table is set. It could look like folk church in the local pub. It could look like a toddler group where children and parents and carers find support and space and just a little break from the pressures that they share together. It could look like a table set full of craft ideas or paint or ingredients to bake and make. It could look like a mobile coffee van setting up on an estate or in a car park and inviting people to explore kingdom through coffee. It could look like a sports club, a cricket team, a running club, dog walking gathering. It could look like pub and papers where people from different places and backgrounds gather to explore what faith says to the big issues of the day. It could be a big, happy community picnic where the only agenda is to chat and to listen to one another's stories and see where that conversation takes us. It could even look like this huge table in our car park at church, a reminder of the gospel table idea, a good news table. And the good news is that God loves every single one of us. God made every single one of us. God delights when we do life together and gets really, really excited when we invite God to come and join us on that journey. The gospel table, where we put community before congregation and encounter before structure. The gospel table, where we move out from our traditional places and expected people and discover God together in diverse places and in unexpected ways. The gospel table, any and every place where we intentionally remove barriers and gather to share life and faith and story. And as it says on the table here in front of me, there is always room for more.